Look at this guy, man.
Hey.
You guys know you're like a star now. The Rams won the Super Bowl.
Well, look at this side.
And of course, here he comes. Listen, is he smoking a cigar? He's really gonna. What? Oh my God! Yes, Rudy.
Rumble! Finally! The Rummelia Sports Report returns to the Rumble Show.
I'm out of here.
Rumble!
Roll down the window.
Yes, Rudy.
Put down the top. Crank up the Beach Boys, baby. Don't let the music stop. We gon' ride it till we just can't ride it no more. From the side bay to the valley, from the west side. Let's go. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
But last night, maybe, I feel strongly about this, J-Mac, it may be a preview of the NFC Championship. I got to tell you, I have two big takes last night. Number one.
That's exactly right, Colin. I understand the feeling. The Los Angeles Rams went injured, limping into Stafford Stadium in Detroit and to the Lions' den, and Stafford was dealing despite the offensive line already being hurt. And then we lost two other guys. Dotson had a boot. The Lions were hitting low. Steve Avila got hurt as well. We were down to A.J. Curry at the left tackle to begin the game, and Hutchinson had his way with him. He got called off the practice squad, but Stafford was still dealing. And unfortunately, A.J. Curry's on the left side and didn't really feel comfortable, kind of rushed that pass, is wide open in the end zone. There's a guy standing there, and he got that pick. Kobe Durant, maybe did he wake up? Is he back to being the land shark? Almost had an important pick. Both the bookends, defensive ends, Verse and Young, both got a sack. I was looking for more out of Kobe Turner and Bobby Brown III, my prerogative, and Hoyt, but they did good pressure on Golf at times. But we had the game. Listen, you want to win, all that counts is the W, right? All that counts is the W. Now, we didn't win. We wanted revenge, but aside from the way everything went out, Puka Nacua went out, missed most of the second half. We'll get back to him. This is not the way that we envisioned it when we saw that we had them for game one. And I'll say it like this. Congratulations to the Detroit Lions. They won the game. They should have won the game because we were hindered with our offensive line. Puka Nacua went out. That's half of the game plan. And we couldn't run because of the offensive line consistently. For whatever reason, Sean McVay didn't take the bubble off of Corum. I would have loved to have seen him on the goal line. Got a little bit more lower body strength. There was a play where, and I love Kyrie Williams, don't get me wrong. Kyrie Williams kind of got stood up on the left side as we're going into the goal line, and he didn't get any more progress. Blake Corum maybe been a little more shiftier or a little more power in the buttocks, in the leg, lower bottom, and got pushed in. And then we had a dumb penalty, and it moved us back. Cooper Kupp was amazing. The Super Cup is back. There was one little tippy tips, fingertips catch that he killed himself because he would have turned around and been in for the touchdown. He dropped that. That was one play. But all in all, it was a great game, man. It was a really good game. The Rams fell behind by 14 points. They came back roaring. We had the game with 3 minutes plus to go and the ball. We had the ball, fourth quarter, 3 minutes plus. All we need to do is really get 2 more first downs. And then you had Blake Corum diving out of bounds. What are you doing, man? Stay in bounds. So that's a young team, even though you should know that part. But I kind of put that a little bit on McVay. You got to find a way. You got to go into your bag of tricks to get us a couple of first downs because we had that. Even though all this stuff, the Lions were healthy, we were limping. We got 2 big Rocky Balboa swollen eyes in a big prize fight, and you had Stafford saying, "Hey, cut me, mate, cut me." I don't want to do it, kid. I don't want to do it, McVay's saying. Cut me. And then we're ready to roll, baby. We kept coming out, but we had the game and the ball. 3 minutes plus. All we had to do was get 2 first downs, and we couldn't keep the guys off Stafford, and we couldn't run the ball. But man, and then props to everyone that stepped up in the game, man. I was like, I had tweeted, I was like, somebody needs a help cup, when Puka Nakua went out, and Parkinson was okay, it wasn't spectacular. Tyler Johnson came through for us, and I go, oh yeah. I go, I'm sorry, Tyler, I didn't mention you. But yes, help him too. Very good. But yes, indeed. But this game has not changed my mind. The Rams could be on their way to the Super Bowl. It's going to be a little rougher sailing with all the injuries, and we'll get to that. But let's get right into the chat. And you heard my guy, Colin Coward. It's not just me being a homer. Who needs a homer? Colin Coward believes in this team, and so do I, man. You guys saw it for yourself. The Rams, with all the odds against them, stacked up against them, they, as long as we have Matthew Stafford, Glock 9, soon to be a Hall of Famer, we have a chance, man. The guy can still carry a team. That's the difference between all the quarterbacks in the NFC. Stafford is the one quarterback that can carry you, even though he's an older guy. So we'll see what happens. But a loss is a loss. It sucks. We're 0-1, but there's also some nice things. We had to put in the young offensive line, so they got some great experience and against great competition in a hostile environment. Guys like the guy that I just mentioned, our guy Tyler Johnson did his thing as well, and Blake Corum was chomping at the bit. I was like, why aren't we take the bubble wrap off him, get him going? I don't understand what McVay was doing. So I love McVay, but I'll tell you exactly how I look at it. I really thought that he kind of it wasn't all his fault, but I thought that we had that game in the bag, man. 3 minutes plus. Stafford has the ball. We have the ball. All we have to do is get a couple of first downs, man. Go deep in your trick book, man, in your playbook. They were showing Cooper Kupp. If you guys saw some of the clips of All-World Cooper Kupp was able to throw the ball. I think he played quarterback in college or high school. Do a trick play where you do an end around to Cooper Kupp, and then Stafford leaks out, and then boom, big play, first down, 17 yards. That would have been nice. And then, but yeah, so let's get into the chat. Thank you guys for coming today. The Niners beat the Jets, which I thought they would. Aaron Rodgers showed some rust, and they just couldn't score. They're just not good enough to stick with them. Philly special cars, go Birds. There you go, Philly. How you doing, man? Appreciate you. Tracy Meehan, how you doing? Enemy fan invasion has already begun. Well, thank you for coming in, man. Appreciate you. My guy Stockton, rocking new era. Shouldn't you be? I didn't read that. I'm sorry. I need to read that. Be nice, Stockton. Stockton says that Rams almost beat the Lions in their yard with our B team, and that's a great point because they got the W. That's all that counts. But the Rams had the game, man. The Rams had the game. Like I said. You guys tell me. Forget that I'm a Rams fan and I love the Rams, but if your team has the lead in the fourth quarter, there's a little over 3 minutes left, and you have the ball, would you be like, yeah, we got a really good chance to win this game? Yes. And then you got Matthew Stafford on your team, and you got Cooper Kupp is there. I mean, do a 2-man game, run a natural pick play where you get him open, just like they did in the Super Bowl. And I know that Matthew Stafford didn't have much time. If you have to have a guy in motion, and instead of going out, he slams Hutchinson, chips the hell out of him, and stay on him, and then go out into the flat, and then boop. But yeah, there's some things that you can do. It is what it is. But the Rams had a good chance. Soccer says most teams wouldn't have been exactly right without Matthew Stafford, and Colin Coward alluded to it. I'll get to some clips of that. That Matthew Stafford is a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. Still, even at his age, he can still carry a team. This is why it drives me nuts that He doesn't get his due, man. I mean, the guy's a warrior. You guys saw it. Even if you're not a Ram fan, you guys see how he takes those shots and keeps getting up, man. The guy's like Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees, the Undertaker. He's laying flat and he gets up like this and he looks. All he has that dome, that Undertaker music, and the guy just keeps coming after you, man. He keeps coming after you, and then he did that dinky do and got away. The dinky do, and then got away to the outside on the line rope. I'll show you that clip. The guy's amazing, man. The guy's amazing. But this gets it's a minor irritation, annoyance that the programmers from Madden, the media pundits who are probably Niner fans and Cowboy fans don't give him his due. They put him like in the top 18. What other 17 quarterbacks are better than Matthew Stafford? Oh, it drives me nuts. But whatever, man. He already has a Lombardi on the shelf. But even the commercial, there's a commercial, and I know the NFL is a business, and they want to have the new guys in there. The young guys are going to be around, but you have the NFL coming to Los Angeles, the Coliseum. They show that. You guys probably saw the commercial, and I tweeted about this. Why do you have this guy from Philly when you have a Super Bowl champion quarterback in your backyard in Los Angeles, Matthew Stafford? They had him get the ball and throw it to light the football. Jalen Hurts of the Philly Eagles had him light up the torch. What are you doing? What are you doing, man? But anyway, stuff like that drives me nuts, man. It drives me nuts. Let's see. Tracy says, that's sucked in with half of the O-line too. Yes. Yep, indeed. Stockton says, makes me feel good about our ceiling. Yeah, man. McClendon, Bo Lemmer played center. Jonah Jackson moved over to guard. And Steve Avila was out, man. Dodson was out. Curry was doing the best that he can, man. He was hanging on. And but yeah, man, we really deep. And Logan Bruss, surprised they didn't put him in there. Logan, try yours. But anyway, we do have really a good depth, man. We just got to get everybody back. Tracy says, what's the silly 9-8? Well, if we have this offensive line, but no, if we get our offensive line, we'll slowly come back. But we wanted it for game one, man. For game one. Yes, indeed. SM Rudy, how you doing, brother? Appreciate you coming in. Thank you for coming out tonight. Appreciate you. Rocket says, falling like flies. Yeah, it really was, man. It sucks, man. We don't wish injuries on nobody. I want to see mano a mano. I want to see a healthy team against healthy team. What did we get out of this game? Yeah, the Lions beat us both times in the playoffs. It was by one. Now we went into overtime and the Rams were beat up. God dang it. Let's both teams healthy now. Because honestly, I'll say it like this. Even if Puka Nacua went out like he did, if we have most of our starting players on offensive line, now that gives Matthew Stafford another tick or two to get the ball downfield, and we win going away. We win by 10 points probably. But coulda, woulda, shoulda. But I'm just telling you, that's the difference between a healthy, decently healthy O-line and the makeshift when we did. He had to rush some plays. There's a couple of plays where if he would have had more, well, Chris Collinsworth said it. If he would have had another tick, that would have been a touchdown, But anyway, but you guys all saw it if you guys watched the game. Stockton says, we will be in Arizona with, 4 offensive linemen, and Puka had such bad luck. So Puka Nacua is going to he's on the IR. We'll get to that right now. He's on the IR. He's going to be out probably 4 games. The rest of the guys day to day. Havenstein with an ankle. Dotson is in a boot. Hopefully it'll heal up and he'll be able to roll. But the one good thing though is that the Arizona Cardinals don't have a really great pass rush, so that's one thing that they don't have. So we might get a little bit of a break, and then hopefully we'll get a little more healthier for the San Francisco team, for the San Francisco game, and we'll have our left tackle back as the suspension will be lifted. Steve says VHS. How you doing, Steve? Appreciate you. Doctor says, who is rocking new era team? The Winers. SM says, Matt Stafford is the best QB in the NFC. Man, he's amazing. The guy's amazing. Let's on that note, let's let me just show you what Hutchinson, man. Listen, I'm not crying about it. The NFL is a tough game. Injuries happen. I love a hard-nosed team, a physical team, a mean team. Okay, but Stafford has earned the respect of everybody in the NFL, man. Why are you going to go at his legs, man? That's not cool, man. That's not good gamesmanship. That's dirty. You're not even supposed to do that. It's illegal. But why don't you give the guy the respect that he deserves in that capacity, man? I know you want to win the game and you want to get physical, but there's a way to do that. You don't have to be chicken shit about it. I'll just say it like that. Excuse my French, but listen to what I'm talking about. Look, so AJ Curry's in there. The guy got called off of the practice squad to play left tackle. Hutchinson had his way with him because he's a top flight defensive end, and so this guy's hanging on for dear life. But he did his best. But he's right in there already. Why are you still going to roll this? So here we go. Watch this. Watch this. Why are you still going to roll Stafford's leg?
Stafford, I'm sure, saying, come on, man.
And I'm going to show it again real quick. Let me put the audio. Hold on. I'm going to put the audio. So I'm going to tell you, I'm going to say exactly what I'm talking about.
Stafford, I'm sure, saying,
So right there, there's no reason for him to be even grabbing his legs like that. I just don't like that, man. Reach up by his waist, reach up by his thigh. You could even roll on his leg, and he could be out for the season. It's a tough game, and the reason why I'm mentioning that is because look here, the Lions again. They're diving at his feet. It seems to me like they're telling him, whenever you can, crowd that pocket, dive at his feet, grab his ankles. Their coach even said, "Well, we're gonna bite, we're gonna claw." Remember last year, everybody was laughing at their coach. And I like their coach, but he was saying stuff like that. And there's a way to be physical and play mean, but not like that, dude. This guy has earned, especially coming from Detroit, that, he did a lot for Detroit. He was the only thing that they had it in many years. But yeah, look at how they just dive at his feet. One guy's diving at it behind his feet, and the other guy pushes him over. That old high school play where the guy lays behind him and they push him over. And that just happened. It was just kind of coincidence, maybe, because the guy landed in front of him. But it's just, that just adds insult to injury. But they were going low. All of our guys that got hurt went low, and it just drives me nuts. It just drives me nuts that they get away with it. We finally got some calls, though. They were grabbing him. I was looking at the way the cornerbacks play, and they say, "Oh, they're much improved the defensive end and the defensive backfield in Detroit," and that is maybe true. But if you look at the penalties and even the ones that weren't called, you're able to put your hand on the receiver within 5 yards. But what they do is they do almost like a front horse collar to grab the guy to you and then let off. And then when you get closer, they do the same thing, or they grab you from, and that's what pros do, but they do it really bad. And finally we got some calls, man. And so it took 2 games to get some calls, even a roughing the passer we got on finally. It's crazy. Stockton says Stafford is second best QB in all of football. Yes, indeed. And also, too, with that note, Stafford, because Mahomes is younger and Mahomes is in his prime, but Stafford can outgun him, though. That's what, that even though he's not young guy anymore, he still can go mano a mano and outduels Mahomes. For instance, if Matthew Stafford was on the San Francisco 49ers in that Super Bowl, and Mahomes has the audacity to only score 19 points, Stafford's going to do it. Stafford's going to beat you. I mean, hell, we scored 20 points yesterday and with a beat-up line. Imagine you had a healthy O-line, and you had CMC and all those guys. Rampant says the early 6 weeks bye is going to help us. Yeah, that's what Stockton was saying. That we were talking about that earlier. Yep. Steve says best QB ever. He's one of the best ones. You can't really say best. Different eras, different teams. What would Joe Montana do with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers that Steve Young came from? That version of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Steve, my favorite quarterbacks that weren't Rams were John Elway and Dan Marino. I really like Jim Kelly too. Yep. Hammer Time 0131 says, yes, sir, Rudy. We didn't lose the Super Bowl yesterday. Let's go Rams. Yep. And also too, you hate to lose. I don't care if it's by 1 point or whatever. I hate losing. But the Detroit Lions fans are getting as bad as some of the other fans, the Cowboys, Niner fans. They're irritating. I'm like, relax. Great game, though. Relax, though. Jeez, it's game 1. But this is great experience for that young backup line, for these young D-line. In a hostile environment. No other place is as loud as the Lions Stadium. Maybe back in the day, the 12 and the Seattle. But it's great experience. We got film on them now. These young guys got a chance to play. Bo Lemmer, Warren McClendon, and so that is a nice benefit too. And also to remember, we didn't have Darius Williams. And so maybe Witherspoon will get a call. We'll see what happens because we definitely are thin. We were already paper thin. Luckily, Kobe Durant was ready to go, but we were already thin at cornerback. We're beautiful at safety. And then I was very surprised that Omar Spates didn't get a chance to get in there. Maybe on some roll him in on a 3rd and 8 or something and have him blitz. The guy's athletic, man. The guy can do it. And, I would have loved to have seen that as well. But it's only game 1. He can't do everything in one game. And then Tutu Atwell, where are you at? Anyone seen Tutu? Stocker says, we need to go 2-2 in the first 4 at worst. Yes, indeed. He was the second most pick 6 ever, you mean. Let's see. SM says, Rams played with the duct tape O-line, and they still outplayed the Lions. The defense just gassed out in OT. That was my point to Stockton, too, SM. The defense was tired, and that's not an excuse. Hey, it's a football game. Get going. But we should have won the game. And with 3 minutes left, all you have to do is get 2 first downs, McVay. Go into your bag of tricks. And but it is what it is, man. It's one game, but it was right there. It was right there. They still outplayed the Lions. The defense gassed on OT. Lions didn't want to see the Rams again. I know that. And listen, they still have to do it, but if both teams were healthy, I love our chances, man. I don't care if we have to go to Detroit. As you can see, it doesn't matter. Stockers, our backups can compete with top team stars. Unbelievable. Yeah, man. I mean, this team, we've refilled the cabinet, so to speak. Les Snead and Sean McVay. The best is way coming up. Can't even get my words up. The best is yet to come. Soccer says, if we win the coin toss, we win amazing. Yeah, what happened to tails never fails? Dang it. Steve says, Jimmy and Stetson, you hope not. Actually, I was talking to Niner Sixes earlier too. I think I told my guy Stockton that I would have loved to see even Stetson Bennett have come in, because they were getting after Stafford, and just to throw him off because he can scramble. He can do his thing. Even if just be careful with the ball and just zigzag and get run that down ball for the end zone. Just you don't do that to Stafford. He kind of get annoyed, but just to put some new wrinkles on it. SM says that Curry lost us the game, but I don't blame him. He was on the practice squad yesterday. Yeah, it was asking a lot, man. That's like saying, Curry, you're on Bosa. Oh man. Stock says Rombo celebrating Jay like they won the Super Bowl. I saw the clip that you sent me. That's funny. He thinks that I'm in there. So let's get into let's let Colin Coward finish what he was saying in my opening monologue, my opening video. Here we go. Take it away, Coward.
But last night, maybe, I feel strongly about this, J-Mac, it may be a preview of the NFC Championship. I got to tell you, I have 2 big takes last night. Number 1, Detroit got outplayed and outcoached and won. That's okay. That's not Detroit we grew up with. They are not a one-off from last year. They're tough. They're resilient. They're deep. Their offensive line's the best in football. And that's a pretty good sign. The Rams dominate the second half with McVay and Stafford, and the Lions won in overtime where the Rams looked exhausted and just ran out of players. Now,
there it is. And you know, I know Colin Cowherd loves McVay. He loves what the Rams bring to the table. And so he's one of the media guys that I really like because and no one's perfect. You're not going to say everything exactly, but I'm right in tune with him, lockstep with him. Even since the Super Bowl year of the Rams, when they won it, the Rams ran out of gas, man. It's game one. The Lions have arguably the best offensive line in football. They're beasts, and they got worn out, man. But that's why it was important for us to win the game in regulation. We had it. It's like that meme. You were so close. That old man with the fishing line. Oh man, it sucks, man. It sucks. But that's fine. Let's see. Let's get back into the chat. Raphael says they beat the sorry Jets. Yeah. Okay. Listen, we get to play the Lions, which I wanted. Okay. If you guys know me, Stockton, we want to play the best. I don't give a damn who would. I don't care. We play Mahomes the first game. I want to play the best. I want to see where we're at, right? Why is the Niners, because of one guy, Aaron Rodgers, why are the Niners getting to play the Jets? We have to play the Lions, which I don't care. I like that. I wanted that. If we were healthy, it would have been a beautiful win. Why are they not playing the Packers, or why are they not playing the two playoffs teams that gave them trouble? Why are they not playing Detroit then? Why are they not playing Kansas City? You even had Trent Williams having to go get an IV. Oh man, but it is what it is. That it'll even out. But you look up in the standings and they're 1-0, and the Rams outplayed the Lions, like Cowherd said, and we're 0-1. And Stafford had some beautiful throws, man. I'll show you in a second. That's funny. SM says Curry didn't have to hold Hutchinson on Jay Witt. Yeah, that was tough, man. TD, he was scoring regardless. That was what I said. He wasn't even going to get him, but he played for it. There was one play, I think it was McClendon, where he tripped him. So we got away with that one, but yeah, it's fine. Stockton says the Jets are terrible on the road. When I turned it on late, and it was something like hold on. I turned it on late, and they were already down by 2 scores ago. It's over. Hold on. All right, sorry about that. Yeah, I was just like, oh, really? I figured they're going to win by at least 10 points anyway. Jock 42 says we have some grit on this team. Yeah, we really do, man. Let's get into that real quick. Sean McVay he's proud of our team.
Proud of this group. We had a lot of guys go down. A lot of guys had to step up. There was, a lot of adversity that we had to overcome, and this group really did, and they gave themselves a chance. We just came up short, but this is an opportunity for us to be able to move forward the right way. And I think tonight was a good indicator of the mental, the physical toughness of this group.
And exactly right. But golly, man, if we do the right plays and we're able to get a couple of first downs, the game is ours. The game was ours, but okay. I just saw how you get that feeling, Niner fans, when the game's in your hand. But also it was like, man, I was so proud of these guys. I was like, we're gonna get a W on the road in Detroit, and all of our guys are hurt on the offensive line, and Puka Nakua went out, Super Cup was doing his thing, and then I almost broke my foot. I thought I did. It started raining, flash floods here in SoCal. There's been 109, 111 degrees. All of a sudden it started raining, and I go, oh shit, there goes my old school TV, my CRT TV that I use for my old school consoles like the Genesis and the NES. It's big and it's heavy, the CRT ones, tube TVs. And so I didn't notice it was leaning against the house. And when I went to cover it, it was leaning forward and it fell on my foot. And I got a big old knot on the top of my foot. I swore I broke it, man. I was like, "Oh, babe, I hurt my foot. I broke my foot. You're going to the emergency room." Bullshit. The Rams are going to play in a few minutes. That's what I said. She said, "I don't care about that." I go, "Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good." I was able to wiggle my toes. I was like, "I already took it for the team. We should win this game." Oh, man. Let's see. Rams fan says, "We nearly beat a Super Bowl favorite with a bunch of back." Man, that's exactly right. Exactly right. SM says Jared Verse is going to be a monster, man. He was in there. Boy, there was one play where he got in there. I think it was Jared Verse. And I think it was right over a turnover or on downs, or they got the ball there on our side of the field right before halftime. And I thought he was going to knock the ball out LT style. We're going to get the ball to kick a quick field goal. Actually, we were on their side of the field, and but he got that sack. But yes, indeed. Thanks, Megan says, "Appreciate you. We appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you." But yeah, let's get into their clip. Let's look at Stafford is him, baby. Here we go, Stafford.
How does he even see the guy down the field, much less falling backwards, fadeaway jumper, no look, whatever the heck that was, and complete that third down pass? That is ridiculous right there.
And look at that hit he took, man. And listen, you guys who watch the replay, you guys that are in here, they're not Brown fans. You got to give Stafford his props, brother. You got to do that because, you don't have to do that, but look at the price that he pays to play this game. You got knuckleheads like Hutchinson going after his legs. You got the referees not looking out for his safety when they hit him late, like in the playoffs last year. He deserves better. You got the idiots that are doing the Madden programming and putting him below like a Kirk Cousins. What they should do with the scheme is you got like the rankings. Okay, so let's just be honest. So he's not in his prime, but he can still carry a team. Automatically, that puts him at a 95, a 94, 90-ish, something like that. But certain players like a Mahomes, Stafford, the guys are kind of young. I was going to say Love and Texas quarterback, but Josh Allen, Burrow. As the fourth quarter comes on, now they get a little higher peak, like they get hot. They should have that in Madden too for those quarterbacks. But media pundits, the guys that do the PFF guys or whoever it is that do the rankings of the quarterbacks, I look at them and go, "Are you serious? Did you just see the game yesterday? Did you see those dimes with guys draped all over them? Come on now." But yeah, that's the stuff that just drives me nuts, man. It drives me nuts, and it drives me nuts for him. I'm not him, but it drives me nuts. Let's see. Big Dog says, "Next man up." Yes, indeed. Dr. says, Jared Verse, Rookie of the Year. I can see it, man. The guy looks good. The guy that I was hoping to see some more out of was Fisk. He was in there on some gang up plays, going to the ball. But I really wanted to see Kobe Turner push that middle line, the middle of the line, and Bobby Brown the third. SM says Cooper Kupp is back and the defense is better. Rams have to feel good about it, man. Cooper Kupp was beautiful, man. Let's see. Super Kupp is back. Here we go.
Protected, looking for Kupp. Can he get the feet down? They say yes, a catch for Kupp. Dots him on the sideline at the 27.
I mean, that's vintage Super Kupp 2021 right there. So yes, indeed, the man is back. Now, sign of the cross. Rafa says, "I hope Dotson, Jonah Jackson, and Hammerstein are good to go for next game." That would be wonderful if they are, man. Dotson had the boot at the end of the post game. He's day to day, week to weekish. We'll see. Jonah Jackson banged up as well. Hammerstein, hopefully, man, they're gonna get treatment and hopefully they'll be ready to go. But I do like against the Cardinals. There was one good thing is that they don't have a really great pass rush. Song says, "I don't feel good that our offensive line is out." Yeah, me either, man. Me either. Whereas Zeke says Chris Shula has his defense playing a lot more aggressive than last year. The corners are longer, playing 10 yards back. Great comment. And they are actually blitzing. Great to see. Yeah, see, I was telling you guys earlier that Chris Shula's been with the Rams since 2017. He's got he's got the pedigree with his father, Don Shula. And also, too, he's going to put his own wrinkle on the team. And it's a benefit that he's been with this team for so long in different capacities on defense. So I like Chris Shula. And then look what he's working with. We're thin on cornerback. Remember that, too. And then Ernest Jones goes out. You have picture Chris Shula like, you did what? Hey, McVay. Where's Ernest Ernest Jones? What? Okay. Omar. Oh man, so he did really great, man. He did really great. I'm not really worried about him being defensive coordinator. I really like it. Big Brother, watch out for the Cardinals. Great comment, because the defensive, I'm talking about the defensive line. Murray was doing his thing, man. And also, how confident will he be against us without Aaron Donald? We're a different defense. Of course, you can never replace an Aaron Donald, but we have different guys come from different places. And so we're going to have to score some points and get after him. You can't make him comfortable with a little dude. He's a pain in the ass, and you let him get off. Yep. Tracy says, for the record, I had the Rams as a 12-13 win team coming into the season. I said around 11-12 games because the team was going to take a little while to get off on the defense. The offense was going to have to carry us. And now with the offensive line, it's going to be a little tougher. Ramfan says, Bo Limber looked decent as center. I expect him to be a star until Avila is back. Isn't that amazing draft, man? Bo Limber. Love it. Great comment. SM says, nobody's taking Arizona lightly, but the Rams should beat them despite the injuries. McVay owns them. Yeah, that's the thing. Just teams looking like the Niners. I go back to them because they're the team that's going to the Super Bowl in recent times. When the Seahawks had Russell Wilson, we always beat the Seahawks. It doesn't matter which Ram team it was, too. I mean, even back in the day, Jeff Fisher Rams, we'd always split or sweep the Seahawks. And then the 49ers would get swept by them or split with them. Even up until Russell Wilson got there. I mean, Russell Wilson left for the Broncos. It's just weird how that works out. Yes, indeed. All right, let's see. Sokka says Arizona's favored by 2. How sad. Yeah, it's because they're at home, but normally it's at Arizona, right? Yeah. It's normally 3.5 at home, 3 points, so it's okay. It's because we're all beat up though. But yeah, that is kind of weird. They say the Rams can't do it again with these makeshift offensive line if they have to do that. That's what they're saying. Doctor says, yes, injuries happen, but when you lose basically the entire offensive line at some time, no team has that kind of depth. Exactly right. Ramfan says, we can survive without Puka. Our wide receiver room is deep. Exactly right. Let's get into my guy, Tyler Johnson. Here we go. Check this out.
Stafford in the Rams. Some pressure. Stafford throws over the middle. It's complete. Good spin and turn by Tyler Johnson heading upfield. And Johnson breaks into the secondary. Johnson the speedster on the run. Inside the 30. Still going to the 23-yard line. What a play.
I forgot that he's 18. I was thinking he was 19. But the old Cooper Cup number. But yeah, Tyler Johnson, man, listen, Whittington didn't get as many throws, but that looked like Whittington. That looked like Puka. Here he is from a different angle.
Johnson stops on a dime, spins his way out of it, and there is nobody left for him. I'm telling you, we saw Puka do a few things like that, but you're talking about shifting this game. How fast did he stop here?
And so he's shown that he can do, it's one game, but he's shown that he can catch the ball under pressure, made his move, did his thing, right? I give credit, just like I give credit on the offensive line coach to Ryan Wendell. Give credit to and Audrey Pleasant out there doing his thing too, other coaches, assistant coaches. I give Yarbs Coach Yarb's credit with this receiving crew. And so, but yes, man, the Rams are very deep. You don't replace a Puka Nacua, but you can try to get multiple production out of these guys. And then you still got Robinson in there too. And it's great. It's great that we have all that, man. It's great. And then here's the savvy, Captain Jack Sparrow. Hold on. McVay says McVay will utilize Tutu a lot more in the quick passing game. He stated on the show he should. What Tutu should be embarrassed of is you have was it Xavier James Worthy over there with the Kansas City Chiefs doing his thing. That's Puka. That's how Puka needs to play, but he shows flashes and doesn't keep doing it when we get him out there. But let's say Stafford. Here we go. Stafford, the veteran savviness, baby. Here we go. Watch this. Watch this. Don't do it to him. Don't do it to him, Stafford. Don't do it to him. Oh, get off me. On a rope. Boop. Look at that catch, though. Look at that catch. There it is. Look at number 15, Shades of a Young Vince Ferragamo. And so, but yeah, so Stafford, listen, this is why it gets me irritated. I told you guys before, I'll say this all the time, that he doesn't get his due, man. This dude, look at the ancient guy that Aaron Rodgers looked like today. And I think he's a little bit older. Look at Stafford doing the stinky leg again. This guy's amazing, man. The guy's amazing. I love this. I'm glad he's my quarterback, man. We need to give this guy an extension right now, man, for the next 2 years at least. Talk says, why is Tutu on this team? He doesn't even use him ever. He should be returning kicks. Exactly right. I was talking with Niner Sickness earlier about that. Exactly right. He's taking a roster spot, man. Why are we so tough with everybody else? Ernest Jones, will something happen? You're out of here. We got a bag of Doritos and a 5th-round pick, right? Omar, you're next man up. And then we got rid of who else was it? Van Jefferson. Van, you're in a contract year, man. If you want that money, you got to show you ain't doing nothing, dude. Get out of here. Oh man, we don't mess around with guys. We even released Todd Gurley when he was done, of course. But yeah, man, I really like Tutu. He's a good guy. Maybe Yarbs likes him. Maybe they're trying to have Yarbs work with him. But yeah, man, what Worthy did with Kansas City, and he's shown flashes of it, Tutu. That's how Tutu should be playing now. He's a few years into his career. Worthy's a rookie. Come on now, man. Seriously, if I was McVay, I would say, Yards, do me a favor, man. I love you. Take this, and I'm just motioning because it's modern now. You don't use tapes. You use Bluetooth and all that. But take these tapes and show Tutu Atwell the game that Worthy had with the Kansas City Chiefs, and tell him that that's how we expect him to play from now on. Copy him. Oh, Ramfan says, I hope we don't see a Curry back again in a limited capacity. Maybe when the game is blown out. Hey, guys, we're up by 4 touchdowns with 3 minutes left. Come and sit on the bench. Yep. Let's see. Advertising says, felt like I was watching Snoop Dogg's Underdogs movie. My guy Tribe, how you doing, Tribe? We all have we'll have all the O-line when it matters. Aren't season ending. Yeah, we'll have them all back at a point. I would love to have had them for all of training camp, like Jonah Jackson. And but yeah, man, it really sucks. Game 1 again, damn it, just like the Buffalo Bills game in 2022. Big Dog says, why do you think Stafford asked for his money up front this year? He knows what's coming with the team. He's good, but he's not going to be back next season. Is that what you're trying to say? Well, no, it's because guaranteed money. He deserves the money, man. You see the pound that he takes. The guy can still carry the team. As Ram fans and as Leslie and McVay know, they understand what they have in Stafford, man. But you have to be business frugal. And if I was them, though, still, I would just show my love and appreciation. And I know that they love Matthew Stafford. And just because he got us the Lombardi in Los Angeles, he was amazing that Super Bowl run, man. That was a season for the ages. The no-look passes, the no-look pass, the coming back against Tom Brady, the soul stealer, took Tom Brady's soul in Tampa Bay, came back against the Niners. Loved that season, man. Who else are we going to get better than him in the next year or two, right? So he can still play. I mean, he's a top-flight quarterback still. Whereas he says, if we can be 2-2 in the first quarter of football, I'll take that. Yep, exactly right. I want to be greedy and be 3-1, but yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. SM says Stafford doesn't get any calls. Any of those hits happen on Mahomes, the flags are exactly right. They don't protect him, and he deserves it. Every quarterback should be protected. That's the way the league is now. It's this era, right? But especially this guy. This guy is a national treasure when it comes to the NFL. Even if you're not a Rams fan, seeing the guy do his thing, man. Let me see. What other clip do I have of him? I didn't label this one. Here we go. Not that one. Hold on. Hold on. No look past Stafford. Here we go.
Well, take a look. This is the old no-looker right here, right? That's what makes it so hard, because when you're a linebacker on the other side, he's looking right at you, Mike. He's staring at you, so you're thinking.
There it is, man. Matthew Stafford, dude. I love that, brother. Thank you, Stafford, for bringing us that Lombardi. We want another one. Whereas Zeke says Lions and Hutchinson are dirty. Stafford was talking crap to him in the first quarter. Yeah, man, because that's Bush League. You don't need to do that. If you're a great player, okay, you want to hit the guy good, but you don't want to hurt him dirty like guys. That's a guy's career. That's a guy's career, man. And things happen in football. You get hurt, but you're not supposed to hit guys, quarterbacks especially, below the legs. And so that's just BS, man. I know the Lions would hate it if, let's say, Jared Verse went down low and ended Jared Goff's season. Tracy says, SM, I agree. Anyone as much as breathes on Mahomes, they get flagged. Anyone else can see it. Yeah, man. Basically, the Kansas City Chiefs don't need this, but they're so good already with I have so much respect for Coach Reed and Mahomes, and but they don't need to get the calls, but they basically got the baton from the Brady Belichick Patriots, and they get all the calls now. They can go off sides and it won't be called. Our guy touches a guy in the face mask incidentally, and they take away our touchdown. It is drives me nuts, man. SM says that dog he asked for a raise because he bailed last year. Seems fair, right? Because he balled last year. Yep. Well, he deserves it too because he takes a pounding, like everyone's saying in the chat. Also. Yep. It wasn't a raise. He just wanted. Yeah, both are right. He wanted his money, so in a way, it's a raise because he wasn't going to get guaranteed money. Yep. Yeah, you guys are both saying the same thing, just different way. Jack 42 says McVay will dial up a nice game plan this week. I trust him. Yeah, I trust him too. But I was just like, man, we got this game. McVay's going to pull something out of his butt, and in his bag, and we're going to get these 2 first downs. We had the ball with 3 minutes plus and the lead. Let's go. We're kicking the ball to him. What? And they tied it. Romney Ty says there's a few dirty hits on Stafford. Yeah, man, that's the clip there. Hutchinson goes low. I didn't get a chance to finish this one. Let me see what this one was.
Behind him and got his ankle trapped.
Stop the clock. They're just deciding if a kicking ball.
No, that was the one where the guy just dove behind him and he tripped over him. But anyway, let's get back into Colin Cowherd talking about the Rams.
Matt Stafford, whatever you think of all the great quarterbacks in this league, and we can put Mahomes on a level above everybody else. Then it gets into the Herberts and Lamars and whoever you want up there. Half of you want Dak. Nobody throws a prettier football, including Mahomes, than Matt Stafford. And for all you young quarterbacks, this is what it looks like. All you young quarterbacks, you're missing your tackles. Your best or second best receivers out. You're on the road. You're down 14. Do you understand that you could put some of the most talented players in the world in that spot as a quarterback, and they would be engulfed by it? They'd be overwhelmed by it. On the road, one of the louder stadiums, pass rush everywhere, missing your tackles, 3 missing offensive linemen. Your top corners are out. And Matt Stafford put that franchise on his shoulders last night against a great football team and nearly pulled it out. There are not 5 quarterbacks on the planet that can do what Matt Stafford did last night. That was a clinic. They just ran out of bodies. Good game, good teams.
And Big Doc says, Colin is a Ram fan. Well, listen, on that back-to-back, the Rams won the Super Bowl. And then the following year, we had all the injuries. But forget that for a second. That wasn't the same Rams team. If we returned the same Rams team and we don't have those injuries, we could have had a chance to win a back-to-back Super Bowls. If we would have had OBJ back, he didn't play because he was hurt anyway. We would have had Von Miller back to go with the defense. Witt wasn't going to come back anyway. He retired. But if we were able to return the same team and not have the injuries, but we never really even got a chance to defend the crown because everyone got hurt. Offensive line was worse than it was yesterday. Doug's barking. Yeah, that was earlier. Let me catch you. Bang, 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 winners lost in the Super Bowl again. Guys, Rudy's the man. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. King Keith says, bang, bang, most of y'all won't be alive to see the Rams win a Super Bowl again. I will. I'm 24 years old, baby. The Rams are young. Their quarterback's older. But McVay has shown he'll go out and get a quarterback. Hopefully Stetson Bennett will be the guy. We'll see. With McVay's offense, Kyle Shanahan's offense, you don't have to be all world to run the offense as long as you have a good running game. We have great receivers. I told you before, the Super Bowl is going to be, I want this year to win the Super Bowl for sure. The Super Bowl is going to be at Levi Stadium in 2026. And then the following stadium is going to be back again at SoFi Stadium in 2027. I expect the Rams to be in the thick of things. I would love to have Sean McVay at Levi Stadium holding up that Lombardi. I can see it, man. I can see it. And that's what I'm looking forward to. That'll be the Niners' worst nightmare. But I would love that, man. Tracy says that clip with Stafford completed that pass while getting up makes me respect him so much more. And for those of you in the chat who don't know, I'm a Niner fan. Thank you, Tracy. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. I mean, even when Stafford wasn't around, the guy there's a clip of him where he had a separated shoulder, it turns out, and there was a timeout on the field. He's like, no, they're trying to take him off the field. He's on the sideline. They're trying to hold him back. Now, get off. He throws the ball, touchdown. He's right at the goal line. And he goes, he couldn't even raise his arm. The guy's been amazing, man. The guy's been amazing. AJ Cruz says, Detroit whooped that ass good. They went in overtime. What game did you watch? My guy Danny Barry Sports says, yo, how you doing, brother? Yes, indeed. SM says, Chris really keeps this up. He's going to get yeah, man, we have to worry about it again. Yep. There's my guy, Manuel. How you doing, Manny? What's up, Romania? How you doing, brother? Appreciate you. I'm catching up in the chat a little bit. Robbie Ty says, Tyler Johnson with the anti-lock brakes. Yeah, he's on skirt. Yep. Manor says, Big Dog, he wanted more guaranteed money. That's all. Yes, indeed. Yeah, that's the thing I was going to get to. Ram fans says, Raider fans were going wild at SoFi. LOL. There's been 10 different fights. Man, listen. Stan Kroenke and SoFi Stadium officials. If there's if there keeps being fights with the Chargers, different teams, they got to raise the rent, man. You got to raise the rent. You're causing problems. Raise the rent. And Raider fans, you wonder why Los Angeles, the NFL didn't want you back in Los Angeles. And again, every fan base has fights. I've seen Ram fans getting fights, but this is what the Raiders were known for. This is one of the reasons why, besides Al Davis always trying to sue the NFL, is they didn't want the Raiders in Los Angeles. And so for now on, even though it would suck that we'd have to go out to Vegas, let's have all the games. The Chargers can't help it because they're in the division. The next Rams Raider game, have it be in Las Vegas. But yeah, this is why. Robbie Ty says, trivia questions for Rider fans. Which wide receiver holds a single game receiving record? I'll help you out. Flipper Anderson. Oh, wait a minute. Are you talking about game? Single game. Yeah, Flipper Anderson. Let's see. Skyman says Lions play like they're on crack. Rami Tai says QB rules only apply to certain few. Yeah, unfortunate. Diamond 49 says, who's host? The Rams house, baby. Not your house. Oh, love it. Evict the Chargers. Tracy's a good dude. All right, let's get into some more clips. Let's see. Which one is this one? I'm afraid to show it. I don't know what it is. I didn't have a chance to label it. Hold on. No, it's okay. Here we go. That's pretty cool. I forgot I had got that clip. I like when they do that with the fans. They throw the ball back and forth. That's really cool. Let's see. Let me see if I have another clip that I didn't put in here. I said Rams House Dominator. Let's see. Here, Tom, I'm gonna give you a special clip because you came in here and said that. Here we go. Hold on. Wait, Dominator. Dominate 49er. Are you a Ram fan? Right? Or 49er fan? At first I thought I said Dominator 49er. I read it wrong. Who says the Chargers are a better team than the Rams? What? That's crazy if you think that well, I mean, everyone can have their own opinion, but the Chargers are like almost rebuilding. The Rams are like on the cusp of they're already. Colin Cowherd will tell you he expects the Rams to be in the championship game, and this is one of the reasons why is Super Cup is back. Hopefully Puka Nacua will come back. 14 receptions, 110 yards, 1 touchdown. And that could have been 15 receptions, tack on another 30 to 40 more yards and 2 touchdowns if he would have caught that little ball. The defender dove, it got in his hands. He had it by the nose of the ball, and it popped out. he was already going to spin around and get like another 30 yards and get the touchdown. And then, but this is the reason why. This man here is the reason why. If we're going to win another championship, it's going to be with him at the helm, because the guy showed you he can still do it on the national stage, man. NFC West fan. Okay, props to you. Okay, that's good. That's good. This is my guy Al Jaffello. How you doing, brother? He says, hello, Robelia, brother Rudy. How you doing, brother? Appreciate you coming in, brother. Remy Tice says, Flipper Anderson, 336 yards versus New Orleans. Yes, indeed. They still have the statue of Flipper Anderson. Henry Ellard was hurt that game. The great Henry Ellard, who should be in the Hall of Fame. The original number 80. And Isaac Bruce says that too. Here's the original number 80, the guy that laid the foundation. He was hurt, and Jim Everett went off with Flipper Anderson. Yep. Let's see. Tracy says, the last time the Chargers were a better team than the Rams with Dave Tomlinson was their running back. Yep. 49 times says, mighty MF 49ers. How you doing, brother? Appreciate you coming in. Appreciate you. Rum Ty says, Dominator respect. Yes, indeed. Love it. I was thinking you're a Niner fan. I was going to give you, Dominator, I appreciate you. I was going to give you a cool little clip because I thought you were a Niner fan, but instead I'll give you an old school Ram clip. Hold on. This is so cringeworthy, but it's from my time back in the 80s when I was a young chap. Oh, here we go. Check this out.
Red in here, I'm a pumping iron man. If Eric can't get it, I will and I can. I'm strong as you come, but I've got a brain, and stopping me is like stopping a train.
I'm Carl Lee, the general of the D. I make the calls, I'm the coach in LB. This motorcycle, he's got style and class. If you come my way, I'll knock you on your ass. Today's the name's intimidated. Pass it my way, I'll see you later. Quick on my feet, the ladies agree. Before they know it, they'll ram it with me. The Iceman coming, the Roy's the name. I cover the corner, interception's my game. Score more than anybody else on the D, cause I move like a cat, as you will see.
The guys call me Dick instead of Dick the son. I lead the Rangers, I'm the Rams top gun. They say I'm as smooth as a runner can be. Even sweetness and the others are talking about me. I like to dance and have a lot of fun. When it comes to ladies, want a brainy one. But enough about me, we hit a ram it, you see. If you ram it just right, you can ram it all night.
If you ram it just right, you can ram it all night. That was so cringeworthy back in the day. They did that video because the Super Bowl shuffle with the Bears around this time, the Chicago Bears, they did the Super Bowl shuffle. You know, you had Refrigerator Perry and all the guys, Willie Golt and McMahon, a quarterback, and it was a hell of a video. It was really cool. And then they won the Super Bowl. So everyone started getting into it. I don't know if there was anybody else besides the Rams. I think there was another team, but that was pretty cool, you know. Let's ram it. Skyman says, Reader is a beast. Yeah, you know, Reader, Rosenblum, they do their best. They have a high motor. They don't have a high real skill set, but they make up for it by getting after it and being aggressive. And I really like them. You know, I wish that Ernest Jones would have been able to stay at least through this year. But I have high hopes for Omar Spates. SM says, ED, the GOAT. Yes, indeed. Al Jaffello says, damn, the injury jinx is real. Yeah, man. I mean, what they do, they put our offensive line on the Madden box. So look at Christian McCaffrey. The curse is real. And that's crazy. It is crazy though. All the injuries that we had. You know, we gotta be Ram tough, baby. You know, this has to be us down the stretch. These next couple of games, we lick our wounds and come back. This got to be us right here. Hold on, where's it at? There we go. we gotta do that. We gotta do that. Tracy Meehan says, Rudy, play the Jim Everett Phantom Sack. I got to tell you so Jim Everett, you know, it's unfortunate that he had that game. I got to tell you, Joe Montana's one of the all-time great quarterbacks. And I say that because Joe Montana did some phantom sacking too against the Rams in the 88 game. The Rams won like 31-17 or something like that. They even brought in Steve Young. The Rams and Jim Everett needed the game to make the playoffs. And Joe Montana started to dive himself. So that happened. But, a little background to that. The Rams went into Philadelphia with Jerome Brown and Reggie White. Jim Everett stood in there, took a pounding, beat them and Philadelphia. And that's a West Coast team. Went to New York with LT and Bill Belichick as defensive coordinator. Carl Banks and the guys. In overtime, the lob to Flipper Anderson run through the tunnel. Beat them. He took a pounding again. Went to the Niners at Candlestick. Niners were rested. The Niners offensive line was in shambles, kind of like yesterday with the Rams. Starters were beat up. The backups were in. The Rams and Jim Everett still took the lead at Candlestick, and they would always water the grass because of our speed on the wide receivers with Flipper Anderson and Henry Eller. But it was 3-0. Then Jim Everett threw a bomb to Flipper Anderson at the last minute. Ryan knocked it out of the air, and that was all she wrote because they couldn't keep the defense off of Jim Everett no more, that offensive line. But yeah, but then also too, the next year, some guys retired. The woman who shall be nameless didn't replace players, and so it's unfortunate he never got a chance to redeem himself in the national stage in the playoffs. But the following year, they played at Candlestick. The Niners were undefeated, and guess who went into Candlestick and went away with the W, beating Joe Montana? Jim Everett the next year. So when both teams were healthy, I rolled with Jim Everett to beat anybody, including Joe Montana, because they would always split in the regular season. Algefella, I say that we should have run the ball more. I wanted Blake Corum, Algefella. Where's Blake Corum on the goal line? He got a little stronger, lower body. I don't know why we didn't do that. Tracy says, "Sounds like perfect." Yeah, it's funny, man. That's so funny from back in the day. Algefella says, backup line didn't do that bad. No, they did pretty good for, especially against a team like this with Hutchinson roaming around the line. Dominic Fortnite says, a grandfather was a Ram fan. I miss him. That was comedy, LOL. God bless your grandfather, man. Great teams of the past, man. The great Rams. Rest in peace to James Earl Jones, passing away, man. The iconic Darth Vader, the voice, Mufasa, all kinds of stuff. One of my favorite movies, the baseball movie, with him and what's his face? When he saw, Dad, you want to play catch with me? What the hell is his name? In the chat, Sean Connery. It's not Sean Connery. What the hell is his name? Field of Dreams. Bless you, Rummy Ties. What's his name though? The dude I can't remember the actor's name, and he's one of my favorite actors. Hold on. That's annoying. Field of Dreams. That's so annoying. I don't know. Kevin Costner. How the hell could I forget Kevin Costner? Yes, thank you, Rumtime. Great movie too. I love that movie. But yeah, man, rest in peace. And the great James Earl Jones. Yes, indeed. And but yeah, back to your comment real quick. Dominic Fernando, grandfather was a Ram fan. I miss him. That was comedy. Yeah, grandfather's a comedy, and as your grandfather would probably say, rest in peace, wonderful soul. Everywhere the light touches is the Rams kingdom. And the best James Earl Vosa I can do. But yeah, man, the great Rams in the sky look down on you. The great Ram Kings of the sky. The Deacon Jones, the Merlin Olsons, the Bob Waterfields, Norm Van Brocklands, Crazy Legs Hirsch is dancing amongst the stars. On and on. But rest in peace to your grandfather, brother. Appreciate you. Hey, says, love y'all. Still mess with y'all. That's all. Yeah, it's good, man. That's good to go back and forth. Tracy says, and we're going to fire back at you. Much love, Tracy. That's what it's about, man. We love football. If one of you, like I said this before, if I knew that the family next door to me was a 49er fan and their house was burning, I wouldn't miss a beat. I'd run in there and go save them. It's just the example that I use all the time because, you know, it's just sports, but we have our teams and we love our teams. Algebra says, "Viejo cabrona," as my dad would say. the woman who shall be nameless. Yes, the Sandlot. I love the Sandlot too. Kevin Costner. Algebra says, but Noboom's always injured. Yeah, that's the thing about Noboom, man. Hopefully he'll get over it, man. Hopefully he'll get over it. Someone says, Kevin Costner, a.k.a. Saul Goodman. SS says, never seen Fielder. Oh, you got to see it, man. Well, I'll say it this way. It's a great movie, regardless if you like baseball or not. But if you grew up playing baseball, you love the sport of baseball, nostalgia, it's a great movie in that way, too. Yeah, Ray Liotta, baby. Yes, indeed. Played Shoeless Joe Jackson. 8 Men Out. A great movie. Great movie. One of my favorites, too, is Major League. I remember back in the day, I had the glasses and the hat and cleaner shaven, skinnier. I had the zigzag in the back, Wild Thing haircut. And maybe one day I'll show you. I took a picture of the back of my hair, the zigzag from that Charlie Sheen had. And I even had an Indians jersey with Wild Thing on the back. I remember we went to Knott's Berry Farm and I wore it. I had that on. And back in the day, because I love that movie. I'm a Dodger fan. I just liked it because of that Wild Thing. Love that movie. Tracy says, SM, it's a good movie, but it's not my favorite baseball movie. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. I don't really have a favorite baseball. Bull Durham was funny too. Ryan Ty says, I run in there and save them to tell them afterwards, go Rams. See, if you weren't a Ram fan, your house wouldn't have burned down. Ryan Ty says, Ray Liotta played truest Joe Jackson in The Field of Dreams. D.B. Sweeney played Shooters, Joe Jackson, 8 Men Out. Yep, and the guy too, the older guy that played the pitcher was a great actor too. I can't remember his name. It was just a great movie, man, and it's just a great movie, awesome movie. But all right, guys, I appreciate you guys. Oh, actually, you know what? I wanted to show you guys the injury report. That's what I wanted to do. Hold on. Let's see. Let me just get some more clips for you guys real quick. Then we'll go into the injury report. All right, here we go. Let me load these up quick. All right, those are loading. Let's see. Hold on. Here we go. Our guy Matthew Stafford, a player of the game, even though we lost. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm encouraged with the effort. Encouraged with the effort. There's always room for improvement in execution and those things, but I'll tell you, we don't need room for improvement in effort. Our guys battled. It's a tough environment to play in. A bunch of linemen going down, starting receiver going down, and our guys never blinked. And it was really, it was great to see those guys in the huddle just, hey, next play, let's go. And it wasn't easy, but found a way to get some points on the board. Just not enough to close the thing out, which is frustrating and disappointing. But, we got next week, and that'll get our attention here pretty quickly.
And that's a great comment that he did, because we don't think of it like this, like, we're in our own feelings, like, damn it, like I'm telling you, we had the game. And I know for a fact that Matthew Stafford's thinking the same thing, and he has the control. He's got the ball. I know that he knows that he let that one get away. That's okay. It's a regular season game, first game. Tough. He played. He got beat up in that game too. So, and then here's our guy, Sean McVay, telling about letting us know that his guys are ready to earn and grow with this.
Our guys put themselves in position to be able to make some plays, to be able to win it. And there were some outstanding plays that kept us in that game, that gave us a chance to be able to take the lead, that gave us a chance to be able to do the things that we were able to do, the force overtime. But when you come up short, this is a real learning opportunity, growth op for us. And I know that this group is going to respond the right way, and I'm excited about being able to do that as soon as we get back to LA.
I'll get the injury report right now for you guys. Hold on. Who's your favorite Dodger of all time? Woo! Fernando. Garvey, Say, Lopes, Russell, Dusty Baker. Don't have one. Pedro Guerrero, Blue Thunder. Back in the day, too, when he was going strong with the Dodgers, the catcher that went to the Mets, Lasorda's nephew, Lasorda. See, I'm bad with names. Mustache like this, hell of a player. Davey Lopes, the 70s Dodgers, late 70s Dodgers, Dusty Baker, of course, Oral Hershiser, Kurt Gibson. There's just too many. It's like the Lakers and Rams. But yes, indeed. Piazza. Yes, the Piazza man. Yes, indeed. I hated when we got rid of him. I hated when we got rid of Pedro Martinez, too. Rob Chai says, Dodgers lost. Man. The Dodgers, man, they got so many injuries. Pitching staff's in shambles. Pitching staff is basically our offensive line. As I said, these are all my dad's favorite players. 2 daughters have so many great memories. Yeah, man. When you ever get a chance, some of you guys aren't as old as me. I'm so happy. And my guy, Jake Ellenbogen's a New York Yankee fan. And one day I'll go on his show or have him my show. And we'll talk about how I'm a Dodger fan and he's a Yankee fan. And I'm older than him, though. But I'm so glad that the Dodgers, the last time they played in the World Series, the Dodgers beat them in 81. And you had co-MVPs. They basically took turns whipping the New York Yankees' ass. Ron Say, Steve Garvey, and Pedro Guerrero, all co-MVPs. And but also, too, in the 70s, I believe it was 79, I want to say 78 or 79, maybe 79. It was a 7-game series. The Dodgers lost, but there was one double play where Reggie Jackson, it was a double play. Reggie Jackson was running from first, and he blatantly stood there, stuck his hip out. The ball bounced off his hip, not his shoulder, but I'm just showing you because you can see. Bounced off his hip, and they messed up the double play. They ended up scoring. They ended up winning that game. Lasorda came out pissed. You can see that he's standing there. He stuck his hip out, and when they showed the replay, you can see that he did that on purpose. He stuck his hip out like this, like the ball's coming, and that the guy at first was safe. That gave him another out. And so because of that, I was so happy we got revenge. But yes, indeed. 78. Thank you, man. That drove me nuts as a kid, man. That drove me nuts. He got away with that, man. Drove me nuts. Let's see. All right, let's get into another clip before we get into the injury report. Here we go. Jared Verse getting his sack against Jared. There it is. And then here's our guys after the game. Yeah, kiss my ass. You guys got lucky today. That kid right there is going to be pretty good, man. Number 0. Oh, no, this kid right there, number 9. Fast receiver, man. The young guy. That was one of the differences in the game. But hold on, let me get into the injury report. See if anything's come down the pike while I went on. Let's see this. Yahoo Sports. Hold on. Oh, weird. It just showed me from right after the game. So let's just go to Jordan Rodriguez, and we'll call it a night. All right, here we go. Let's just do it this way. It's so annoying when they don't show you the right. Let me make sure my audio's still on. Testing. I touched my microphone by accident. All right, here we go. Let's share the screen. The Athletics Jordan Rodriguez, friend of the show. Let's see here. Let's add this to stage. Let me get this bigger. That's what she said. Hold on. Sorry. Just kidding. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. So, Jordan Rodriguez. More on Puka Nacua's injury, plus a serious long list of other injury updates and information, backup plans, and why snap counts. Here we go. Steve Avila tried to go back during the third quarter. Said McVay and coach medical staff had to pull him out. McVay said it's a testament to how bad Avila. I love that. I didn't know that. Played every step as a rookie. So Steve Avila has a MCL sprain and is candidate for IR. McVay said. No boom ankle will be week to week per Sean McVay. Starting guard Kevin Dotson suffered a lateral ankle sprain and is day to day. He was in a boot post game. McVay said he is hopeful. Puka Nacua has a PCL sprain and is on the IR card. So Puka Nacua is going to be out for 4 games, and so that's the injury report. Hopefully, we'll get better news as they get treatment, but at least we do have a deep O-line, and we're facing a team that isn't a great pass rush. So we just have to do our thing on the offensive line, and we should be okay. Algefella says, Gibby was the man. Yes, indeed. He changed that whole attitude. I remember they put some black stuff in his hat. And when he put the hat on, it got black shit all over his head. And he got pissed and threw a fit and walked out. That's why you guys lose or something like that. And he set the tone, man. That amazing home run. When he was all broken up on the table, he heard Vince Scully, and he got off the table and the trainer's table and went out there. Amazing. Now Jeff says, but now I have to follow Joe Kelly, my cousin's son. SM says Amon-Ra was quiet. Yeah, man, that was one thing that we did really well is we shut him down, man. We shut him down. Algebra Maynard duo Amon-Ra versus Q Lake. Yes, indeed, Q Lake was all over the place, man. The secondary had its moments. That one deep pass, though, that happens. But speed. Remington says, Golf told Stafford, I beat you again, and Stafford responded, Stafford back to Golf, and I won the Super Bowl. Yep. Skyman says, watch out when the Rams are a full force. Nobody wants to be able to compete with them. Yeah, it's crazy, man. We look so good, man. I hate to lose when we don't have all of our guns all of our bullets in the chamber. And it is what that is. That's fine. So, but yes, indeed. Let's just go back to what Colin said, and we'll call it a night.
But last night, maybe, I feel strongly about this, J-Mac, it may be a preview of the NFC Championship. I got to tell you, I have two big takes last night. Number one,
well, let's get.
But last night, maybe, I feel strongly about this, J-Mac, it may be a preview of the NFC Championship. I got to tell you, I have two big takes last night. Number one, Detroit got outplayed and outcoached and won. That's okay. That's not Detroit we grew up with. They are not a one-off from last year. They're tough, they're resilient, they're deep, their offensive line's the best in football, and that's a pretty good sign. The Rams dominate the second half with McVay and Stafford, and the Lions won in overtime where the Rams looked exhausted and just ran out of players. Now,
So exactly right, and SM says, Jay Witt, time to shine. Yes, indeed. And then here's the play of Kobe. I didn't get around to this clip. Is Kobe Durant the land shark back? They shut down Amon-Ra. They had some good moments in the secondary. They held him down except for that long, deep play. Kobe Durant if the damn ground didn't knock it out. Great play. Went up in the air to get it. It was a great try, but that just shows me that he's more involved in this year, maybe more healthy, because I thought he was kind of banged up last year because he kind of disappeared last year. Here we go. That would have made a huge difference right there, but I like the gameplay. I like the vertical leap. Maybe maybe he's going to be back with us. The way he looked in the first year. So, all right, guys, I appreciate each and one of you guys. Hope everyone has a great night. Thank you for joining me tonight, and keep a stiff upper lip. If anything comes down the pike on the injury, or if we sign a Witherspoon, which I'm expecting now, we'll probably get some reinforcements for O-line if the guys aren't going to be able to play the next week or two. And hopefully we'll have most everybody back or close to being back for their Niner game. And I'm looking forward to that. Unfortunately, we're not going to have Puka Nacua, but these other guys, listen, Puka Nacua is not going to be there for 4 games. Okay, that's not a good thing. But now these other guys, Tyler Johnson, Winnington, Tutu, these other guys, Tutu's already been in the league, but the young guys have a chance to get some confidence. Now when Puka comes back, you run them in and out, 4 wide receiver sets. They're going to get some playing time, kind of like when Cooper Kupp went out and Puka Nacua got playing time. So there's going to be ways that we can use it to our advantage. Great comment right here. I said Tyler Johnson, DeMarcus Robinson, Tutu Rams will be good at wide receiver until Puka's back. Alaric Jackson back after this week. Yeah, he'll be back for the Niner game. Havenstein, you're coming back soon. Stay healthy. And this team is dangerous again. Yes, indeed. And Alger Fellas, why do we still have Tutu? That's what we were saying earlier. I was saying, why can't Tutu do like Worthy from the Kansas City Chiefs? And he's a rookie. We'll see, man. We'll see. Hopefully, Yarbs, the coach, must have he must like him, and so he's still around to give him a chance to work with him. We'll see what happens. Alger Fellas says the Rooks are getting more playing time than him. Exactly right. I was saying that earlier. Why is he even on the roster still? All right, guys. Have a great night. Appreciate you guys. Look for the alerts. Well, I'm going to come back on midweek. If anything else comes on, look for my community posts on YouTube and on Twitter X. And as we always say, may the Remelia be with you. And Romulators, mount up. I got too many videos. I was going to close out with the video. That's what I'm doing. Let's go back to the old school Rams. Here we go.